Howdy ho, Joe fans. Wanted to show you something kind of neat that I got a hold of. So I don't really collect a lot of prototype or test shot items. I do have a few in my collection, but they really just don't fit with everything else that I collect. So I typically avoid them or don't seek them out. But I was presented with the opportunity to purchase a set of classified G.I. Joe prototype test shots for the new Kamakura figure that's coming out. And this has castings or shots of the unmasked head, the masked head, and the neck, also the hands, in two different colors. And I just kind of wanted to show those off to you guys here today. Here is a flesh tone masked head for the new Kamakura figure. Kamakura, seems like I had trouble saying that. And here's a flesh tone version of the unmasked head. Really cool looking. So I think that these will probably end up shipping a little bit sooner than they are anticipated to. This is an Amazon exclusive figure. I believe that some of them were available on Hasbro Pulse for a short period of time as well. Now, we also have the unmasked head shot in a dark gray color here. And I'll give you an FPV, a first-person view of these items as well. Here is the dark gray masked head. The figure does come with both heads, and I'm not sure if it comes with an extra set of hands or not, but we also have the neck, the actual neck piece here that is cast or shot in, it's not cast, it's injection molded, in the flesh tone. There's the neck, and here is the neck in the dark gray color. And one of the hands is actually still on the molding sprue, which is kind of cool. And this is in a like somewhat translucent blue color. Just a pretty neat piece for the new Kamakura figure. And this it feels like it's in the same formula of plastic that the production figures are shot in. Here we have one that's off of the sprue. This is the left hand, but pretty cool that they have, I mean, right down to the fingernails molded into them. And I'm not going to try and put this on a body or anything like that. I just have these. I'm going to put them in little plastic bags, and that's pretty much it. I'm just going to put them in plastic bags and into a little case here. But there's a lot of really cool G.I. Joe stuff coming out. They've released a lot of digital renders and talked about several figures during the Yooo Joe June broadcasts. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing here. But yeah, they say that there will be over 100 figures released by the end of 2023. That's quite a substantial amount of figures to put out for this line. I'm glad the line is doing well. I hope that some of you also backed the most recent HasLab project, a classified version of the Cobra Hiss tank. I see this morning that we are over 12,000, so we actually got that tier unlock of the clear canopy and the track covers. I know a lot of people were upset about that tier. Thought that it should have come at a different time, thought that it should have just been included, and honestly, I can't say that I necessarily disagree with that sentiment, but at the same time, when we bought in at $300 for the Hiss tank, and I mean, we weren't guaranteed any of the tiers, and nobody knew if it was going to unlock any of them. And it fully funded. It is the fastest funding HasLab project that's ever come about at less than 8 hours to fully fund with 8,000 backers. And here you go. This is what I've done with this. I just put the figure pieces into an acid-free Ziploc crack sack and stuck them inside a case. I'll stick this away somewhere, hang them up or something. Like I said, I don't really collect a lot of the prototype items that come up. Just a few here and there, but I thought these were really, really cool and went ahead and grabbed them. I am also a fan of the Kamakura character and figure, and even though he didn't come out until much later, he's not a I believe that Kamakura came out with the Valor versus Venom or Spy Troops series, and as far as the figures go, and he was also in the I think the IDW comic book, but it's been a while since I've read any of those. I don't really keep up with the comics. But Kamakura is an interesting character. He is the son of a Crimson Guardsman. And he also, at one point, I believe in the comic, took over for Snake Eyes, assumed the Snake Eyes identity. He is a member of the Arashikage. He is also an apprentice of Snake Eyes, which is pretty cool. Kamakura is an interesting character. If you haven't looked much into him, you should probably do that, especially since the figure is coming out for the classified line. I'm not sure why they made that an Amazon exclusive and not just a regular production figure. I know that it utilizes a Storm Shadow body with different hands, heads, and probably some other pieces as well. It's a repainted body, and that's one of the things that Hasbro does a lot. They reuse body parts, and it's how toy companies function. But anyway, I like the character. I think the character is neat. These popped up, and I just kind of had to have them. Just like the Kamakura character, the figure that's coming out, I was really excited about it. I'm not really sure how many other people were, but I'm happy that they're making a 6-inch version of that figure. I was actually intending to make a custom version of that character with an articulated icons figure. And you know, sometimes ideas for custom items just don't come to fruition because of time constraints or whatever. You just don't get to them, and that's pretty much what happened with me. I just never got around to it. I wanted to dye some of the pieces, and instead of painting, I wanted to dye some of the pieces black, and I still may do that. I think that I actually still have the articulated icons figures to do that with. I've gotten rid of some of those just because I'm don't have the space for them in the collection on the shelves and whatnot anymore. But anyway, that was just something that I wanted to share with you all. I hope that you all are having a fantastic 4th of July weekend. Happy Independence Day to all of you here in America that are watching. That is coming up very soon. Monday. Yeah, I think Monday. Happy Independence Day to you all. Anyway, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, comment, share, whatever you do. And I'll see you all here very soon. Yo, Joe.